So after almost 12 years of using Pinterest, I am really close to walking away. I'm going to explain to you guys what I think is going wrong with that platform, what our strategy over there should be right now instead, and also let you know about some other platforms that I found that sound really promising for creators that are not full of ads and are meant to genuinely help the creator get traffic to their site and monetize the audience that they have. So let's start with what Pinterest is doing wrong. I don't know about you guys, but my feed has become overwhelmed with ads and AI content. It used to be such a good place to go find like crafts, just inspiration for like different creative stuff, recipes. But now, even just like as a user, if I'm scrolling through, it is so hard to tell what's authentic, what's AI, and then half of what you click actually takes you to like Amazon or some product. It's not even like related to the actual pin. So it is completely different than it used to be, a year, 2 years ago, and definitely way different than when I started using it 12 years ago. But just recently, I think it's become a mess. Not only is it frustrating as a user, but as someone who, puts my content on there, someone who was getting all of my traffic at one point from Pinterest, seeing those numbers just go down over the last now probably like 4 to 5 months, it's frustrating. It's really frustrating when we're putting this work into genuine content that is just getting like drowned out by all of these sites that are just pumping out AI content just to get clicks over there and just to make some money. And honestly, Pinterest does not seem to care. All they care about right now is the people who want to pay for ads. They don't care what kind of content it is. They're gonna, they see the money. They are going to make sure that people see those pins. They can't ensure that people are going to click on them, but they are going to overwhelm our feeds with them because people are paying for that. And in the end, I think it's going to push like users away as well as creators. And that's why I am really serious about being done with Pinterest. So instead of trying to compete with all of this like junk content and ads, I'm looking for other places to go. And I found a couple of really promising spots, which I'll share at the end. First, I'm going to let you know what my strategy for right now is going to be. I'm not going to completely walk away from Pinterest. I'm going to treat it kind of the same as I always have. I've shared this before. I've never been a believer in, a certain amount of pins that need to be published every single day. That kind of like schedule is just insane. It's why I have walked away from Instagram 2 years ago as a creator. The amount that you actually get back for what you put in is just, it's not worth it. And that's how I've always felt about Pinterest as far as like pinning like 5 brand new pins every day. That's just insane. And again, I've shared that I saw a lot of results when I was just pinning brand new pins for each blog post, which for me is like 1 to 2 weeks apart. So I was never pinning brand new pins every single day. And even when I wasn't doing that, I saw like really good results, and I'm still seeing some decent traffic on the new pins that I'm doing. It's not completely non-existent, but it's definitely not the same as it was before. However, there's enough there for me to not completely walk away, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick with just pinning brand new images whenever a blog post is done, and then that's it. You guys can go more into my other videos. I'll put in the description with my strategy for group boards, because I'm still going to do that. I put my new pin up, and then after that I go put it to or pin it to a few group boards, and then that's it. I let it go, and then that usually brings me some pretty good traffic and keeps like the pin going for a while. So I would suggest the same for you guys. I'm not like saying to walk away from Pinterest altogether right now, but I 100% don't think we should be putting the time and effort into it that the platform wants. Like, we're getting lower engagement. It's harder to compete with all the AI generated content, which a lot of it is so low quality. And then Pinterest is pushing the shopping features more than content discovery. So with them doing all of these things, to me, it's like, why am I going to try? I'm really going to explore some other platforms and really try to put some effort into that this year and see what happens. So there's 3 platforms that I'm excited about, hopeful about. One of them is Lemon8. I've actually been on there for a little while. I don't think I'm seeing too much traffic there yet. So this platform will be interesting. It looks a lot like Pinterest. So far, I'm not getting like overwhelmed with ads. It doesn't seem like there's as much AI content there. It's kind of a little bit more like the old school Pinterest days. However, they're definitely not as friendly with like getting people to click over to your blog. They can't click on the posts. It's just like Instagram, basically. There's, a place in your profile that you can put your website. But I'm experimenting. I'm trying, I'm sharing recipes over there, and I'm trying to put like a teaser, good photos, and then some teaser in the caption, leading them to the link to the recipe. But again, it doesn't really make it easy for them. They can't click on it. In that sense, I'm not super sure how it's going to work as far as actually getting traffic over to my website, because for me, that's my main goal, is to get them onto my website, which I'm monetizing with Mediavine. So we'll see. I think there's definitely potential there, but again, we'll see how that actually works in converting those people to outbound clicks. So another one that I just found out about when researching other platforms that, might help bloggers is called Flipboard. Now, I have not experimented with this one yet, but just the way it describes its platform gets me excited. So I'm going to put up really quick what it says. Add your content to Flipboard to get indexed and effortlessly surfaced in relevant topics, many with large followings already. When people see your story, Flipboard drives traffic directly to your website, podcast, or video to help you grow your audience. Right there, right away, it says they drive traffic directly to your website, which again, that's the part that gets me excited. That's what I want, people over to the website. So again, that one's called Flipboard. That's something I'm going to be signing up with and experimenting with, and I'll let you know how well that works in getting people over to my website. I'm hopeful about this one. And the last platform I really want to experiment with, or not sure this is a platform, but it's called Substack. It looks like it's a subscription or newsletter type business. But it's a way you can monetize your audience. So it looks like they can pay, I guess, for some of your content. You can also offer it for free. So I'm still trying to figure out how exactly you're monetizing it, but I know that's what they say. That's the whole point, is to help you monetize your audience without ads, directly through this email and like newsletter subscription. So I'm really interested and curious to figure out how this one works. They have a whole list of like creator types that would that they think would do well with this. They include like podcasts, video, bloggers, finance writers, authors, food writers, and local news. So it looks like, they cater to a lot of different, categories, niches. So that's another one that I'm going to experiment with. So I'm really excited to see what happens with these three. I'm not as hopeful with Lemon8. I'm really not getting my hopes up there. I think it's going to be a platform that just really keeps people on it. I don't think people are going to go outside of it very easily. But Flipboard and Substack sound really promising. So again, I'll update you guys as I use it, as I'm learning those, and let you know like the results that I'm seeing. I am definitely losing hope over there on Pinterest. Again, I'm not walking away from it altogether, and I'm not saying that you should either, but I definitely think that we should be opening up our options and just look at other places that we can get traffic to our content other than Pinterest. So tell me what you guys think. Are you feeling the same way about Pinterest? Are your numbers going down? Are your feeds looking the same, just overwhelmed with, ads and AI? Or if you've used Flipboard or Substack, I would definitely love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy to help.